Range fans, we're back on the pistol range today. But before we get to these details, I want you to do a little something for me. Come on, play along with me. Play along. Close your eyes. Come on. Close your eyes. It's not embarrassing. Close your eyes and imagine this scenario. Your good friend calls you up and says, hey, man, you think you're a 44 mag guy, huh? You've never shot anything like I have, and it's the cream of the crop. It's better than them all. Okay, I'm on my way over. I'm coming over right now. I'm stopping everything I'm doing. I'm coming over right now. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Then you walk into his house. You go down in the basement, and on the table, you find this fiasco. Are you kidding me? Now listen, would you, after seeing all that laid out on the table, fire this thing on the range? I'm here to tell you, you know I am. That's right, Dan Wesson 744V, folks. Dan Wesson. Man, I've been wanting to get one of these my entire life. By the way, I've never shot one. Never owned one, have only seen them, and have never held one. Wow, talking about massive and beefy. What we're going to do today, man, we're going to make this a quick video. I'm going to go through some of the details right quick on this Dan Wesson. You already saw what makes the Dan Wesson different, and that is change the barrel at home. This one has a 6-inch barrel on it, with an inch of a ported chamber here at the end. It's kind of odd. It really is kind of odd. And I tell you, when we went to put this thing back together, he had the feeler gauges out and all that good stuff. It's like, wow, this is pretty complex stuff. No, Dan Wesson made it easy. By the way, if you know where I can get stainless, maybe I think they made a 2-inch and an 8-inch barrel to go along with this, I bet you we both would appreciate it. But anyways, a little bit about this particular Dan Wesson. Go look at the history. No, and Mr. Wesson was not related to Smith and Wesson in any way, form, or fashion. But anyways, on the Dan Wesson, you've got a 6-inch barrel here underneath. This shroud on top is 8 inches with 3 ports on the end. You've got this knurled nut on the end that basically protects the barrel on the inside. You also have this yellow front sight. It is pinned in with adjustable black rear sight. This thing is pretty flippin' amazing and very refined for such an old revolver. I couldn't believe that, wow, maybe Dan Wesson was on to something. Maybe he did create the best revolver out there. Wait a minute now, hold on. Hold on, big fella. Is it the best? I tell you what, we might, if I can hold on to this thing long enough, let's get a Smith and Wesson out here. Let's get a Taurus out here. Let's get a, what are the other brands? Let's get a Colt out here and compare to this Dan Wesson. Not necessarily compared to the Dan Wesson, but shoot all 4 of them out here on the range and see which one we like the best. I don't know. What do you think about that video? Comment down below. Tell me if you like that idea. Just a spur of the moment idea. Now, this Dan Wesson, it locks up pretty good here on the side. You can see it locks up right there on the side there into the frame. Very nice and solid. After all these years, this thing still locks up tighter than a bank vault. The forcing cone, very nice thick forcing cone. Of course, the frame is thick. Dan Wesson is known for that. And also, you know, something that is rare on a revolver for me, at least in the ones I come across. This thing has a trigger stop on it, almost kind of like your semi-autos today, which is interesting. The trigger is pretty smooth. It's got these rubber grips. The one thing that I noticed that, I don't know, looks a little odd to me, it's got this really beefy hammer on it. I can't find the right words to describe it, but it's got a beefy hammer on it. And this cocking spur is pretty flipping long. It's checkered pretty well though. There you have it. It's a 6-shot. Of course, it's got these rubber hole grips on it. By the way, if someone wants to help out, I'd love for being able to take this out to the range. I'd love to put a set of Dan Wesson wood grips on it for them. If you know where to find some, comment down below. Reach out to me. That would be, I think, outstanding in return for letting me take this thing out on the range. What we have today, because I am a little skeptical, when you see how we, essentially, folks, you take the barrel, thread it in yourself, you put your feeler gauge in, and the way we did it, the manual says 600,000s, 600s. So you put the feeler gauge in there, and we put it at 700s, okay? Tighten it down. You put the nut on the end of the barrel to hold it in, and it also holds this shroud on as well. And what you will find is that the 7,000 is a little tight to come out and barely wants to go back in if you tighten it down that way. But what you end up with is the 6,000s going in and out with a little bit of drag. I know of others that have said, hey man, I've reduced this down to 4,000 to make it accurate, give it greater velocity because of the revolver in and of itself, how it expands gases between the forcing cone and also the cylinder. Well, didn't want to do that, wanted to follow the manual, and also because there is some intent to shoot lead in this thing, we didn't want the cylinder to get all gummed up and bind up in any way, form, or fashion on the range, therefore ruining the fun. Dan Wesson, 44 Magnum. That's enough talk. Let's put this thing on the target. 44 special, 244 grain, 180 grain factory PMC. Them things are barn burners. And we're going to see what it shoots like in the old Dan Wesson. Then I got Heavy himself from Mr. Big E down in Texas. I got some green 260 grain pills loaded on top of IMR 4227. Pretty stout load. Let's see if Dan Wesson's up to it. Let's put it on target. All right, range fans, I'm 10 yards down range from the target, the old dayattherange.com target, and I got 6 44 special loaded up in this Dan Wesson just to try something light at first. It's a, you know what? If you've never done this before, it's a little bit eerie when you're very fond of revolvers and used to revolvers, but never taken a barrel off and put one on yourself and do it at home. By the way, to do so, you do need the feeler gauge to make sure you measure the cylinder to forcing cone gap, right? And also there is a special tool. Had to get a special tool from, I believe it's called ECW. I'll post the link over at dayattherange.com to his tool set. You know, I can't post it here on YouTube, but we'll post that link of where to get it. You do have to have a special longer tool to get beyond this shroud to get that barrel nut off. But here we go, folks. All right, 10 yards away, got my ears in, 6 rounds. Let's see what the single action will do. Oh, held together. I don't know why I'm amazed by that. Dan Wesson is known for this. I do notice that the sight is adjusted quite a bit to the left, so not quite hitting where I am aiming. Oh yeah. Holy cow, do you see that accuracy? They're known for accuracy, the Dan Wessons. It's a shame. Come on, CZ, you just purchased Dan Wesson. Don't throw it all away. Start making these things again. 44 Magnum. Dan Wesson did release, or the previous company that owned Dan Wesson did release some 357 Magnums. I think they were 715s is the model number. But no 44s. Come on. Come on. Get me one of these things. Come on. By the way, Dan Wesson, CZ, if you're listening, 445 Supermag. It's the holy grail for me. 445 Supermag. You folks go look that up. Go look that up and do some research. Now, let's put some of these barn burners, 180 grain PMC in this thing, and put some more rounds on target. 180 grain PMC. These are factory, and the PMC bronze known to be true 44 Magnum, 10 yards away. Whoo! Heart's racing. It's exhilarating. I've always dreamed of firing one of these things. But again, knowing that we did the work, I did the work, wow. Yeah. 6 rounds. Here we go. Hold on, folks. Double action. Ooh-wee. That one's dead center. Boy, that concussion from that porting. Woo! Good gracious. Shooting the hair low. Man, oh man, barrel's tight. I see nothing wrong, nothing going wrong. Dan Wesson, CZ, this is, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, folks. All right, you know what? Let's get on 260 grain pills from old Big E down in Texas. Good buddy of mine, brother from another mother. That's what I say. Look at there. Ejects just fine. No problems. The concussion from this thing, whoo, nut still tight. Good gosh. Let's move on. 260 grainers. Oh, these beasts. Zombie green. Thank you, Big E. 260 grainers. 10 yards. Whew. Heart's beating. Let's go to the torso. 10 yards away. All right. Hope that camera stays focused. This light's not the best today. Dan Wesson, 744V. Ouch. %100 reliability. Yeah, it held together. That should not be my expectation. Well, it is my expectation that it holds together, but I shouldn't be amazed by that. Check out that accuracy. Dan Wesson, folks. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I am excited today. Thankful, very thankful. Gobble, gobble. Hope everyone had a wonderful Turkey Day. Thanksgiving to all of you range fans out there. By the way, yeah, it's a couple days past, but take some time, look around you. Look at God's green earth. Look at everything He gave us, all that we need, and reflect upon what you are thankful for. Look around you. I am absolutely thankful for each one of you and how you support the channel. Hey, before we close up, let's get some forward green and let's get back to 25 yards. See what that looks like. Oh boy, 25 yards. Dan Wesson loaded up with some of those 6 meanie greenies. Zombie pills from old Big E down in Texas. Hey folks, 25 yards, you can see it. I have no idea where this thing's gonna hit. Boy, I hope I don't hit that camera. I'll have some answering to do to Miss LEO if I do. But let's put 6 rounds down on range and let's try to get on back home. Here we go, 6 rounds, dead center. What do you guys think? Double action. It's high and left. I'm gonna aim the same place. That one got away from me. Woo-hoo-hoo! You know what? I can barely see those holes from here out of this behemoth. But I tell you what, a lot of fun. Great friends. A lot of fun on dayattherange.com. A lot of fun during this time of which I am very thankful for my family, for my kids, for my sisters, my siblings, my parents, everyone. Just very thankful for what God has given us. Hey folks, there it is, the Dan Wesson 744V. Let's start up a campaign. Let's sign a petition to get CZ to start making these things again. Until then, let's go down range and take a look at this train wreck, I believe. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That ain't good at all. Tell you what, first time shooting it though. You know what? No. Can't go out like that. Let's hang another target. Ain't no way I'm going out like that, folks. No, we ain't doing it that way. All right, here we go. Single action this time. I think these glasses are screwing me up. Been a long time since I shot handgun, revolver at 25 yards. Making excuses. 2. It is shooting high and left. 3. 4. 5. And 6. I'm telling you folks, we need to get Dan Wesson, CZ, come on, let's sign that petition and get CZ. Come on, CZ. 744 Magnum, 744-V. You can make these again. More importantly, for me, 445 Supermag. Come on, CZ. Guys, send him some emails. Tell him Mr. Revolver Guy really needs a 445 Supermag. Folks, let's go down range and take a look at this target. All right, it got a little bit better. Just a little bit more practice. What do you think? I think I need some more meanie greenies. I've got some. No need to send any, Big E. I got some more left. I got 2 off the 5-inch target there. There you have it, folks. Ho, Mr. Revolver Guy, sign it out. I'm going home.